You know that moment when you meet someone and simply can't get them out of your head? It's not just related to physical beauty, but something more powerful that messes with your brain. Today, I, Duchess Dollars, will reveal the most valuable secret about attraction that I discovered while observing the millionaires around me at the country club. And pay attention, if you want to one day have that rich boy obsessed with you or create a magnetic presence in business, keep watching because this trick works in any situation. Mr. Millionaire still hasn't gotten over the fact that I used this against him on our first date. Darling, have you ever wondered why some people are unforgettable while others are forgotten faster than a counterfeit purse? The answer lies in contrast. And no, I'm not talking about Instagram filters. See, millionaires are constantly bombarded with predictable people. Everyone acts the same way around them, either sucking up too much or pretending to be disinterested. It's tedious. It's obvious. It's poor. The psychological trick that will make anyone become completely obsessed with you is to show unexpected contrasts in your personality. This activates a part of the brain called the reward system, which releases dopamine when something surprises our expectations. And dopamine, my love, is what causes obsession. When you meet your next millionaire target, don't just be the sexy girl or just the intellectual or just the funny one. Be all of these, interspersed with moments of surprise. The human brain loves pattern breaks. Think of me, Duchess Dollars. One minute I'm talking about stock investments, the next I'm making a joke about my latest helicopter ride. One day I appear extremely glamorous, the next I wear a minimalist yet extremely expensive look. People never know what to expect, and this keeps them obsessed. Let's look at real examples. Taylor Swift. She manages to be both sweet and vindictive in her songs. She sells the image of the girl next door while living in multi-million-dollar mansions. And guess what? She has billionaires and celebrities completely obsessed with her. Coincidence? I think not. Leonardo DiCaprio, who refuses to date women over 25, ridiculous, I know, but let's get to the point, also uses this principle. He's the Hollywood star who fights for the environment, the heartthrob who wears worn-out caps, the millionaire who rides a bicycle. This contrast makes him intriguing. And it's not just with celebrities. This technique works even in the most exclusive circles. At the last party in Aspen, I met a woman who received 3 marriage proposals from different billionaires. Her secret? She alternated between showing her sophisticated intellectual side and her completely wild side. When you show only one side of your personality, you become predictable. And predictability is so middle class. Being truly rich means being a constant mystery. Remember, the contrast must be authentic. Millionaires have a radar for fakeness as sharp as mine for counterfeit designer bags. They're used to people trying to impress them. Now see how to apply this in practice. If you're naturally serious and intelligent, surprise them with moments of spontaneity and fun. If you're the life of the party, show your deep and thoughtful side when they least expect it. And this works for any interaction, not just romantic ones. Want an investor obsessed with your business? Present impeccable analyses and suddenly, a completely innovative vision that no one expected. The contrast technique works in all aspects of life. I myself use this with my husband constantly. One day I'm complaining about the fuel price for my private jet. Outrageous, by the way. The next, I'm donating a generous amount to charity. He never knows which Duchess will show up, and this keeps him completely in love after all these years. And no, I'm not telling you to be bipolar, darling. I'm telling you to show the richness of your personality. Just as a diamond has multiple facets, you should also show yours. During a dinner with Fortune 500 executives last week, I was the only woman at the table who alternated between talking about the financial market and making jokes about luxury life. Can you guess who received 3 business proposals the following day? Yes, me, Duchess Dollars. You see, rich men are tired of one-dimensional women. They don't want just beauty or just intelligence or just fun. They want all of this, and especially the element of surprise. They've already achieved so much in life that what really attracts them is what they can't predict. That's why I always say, be as unpredictable as the stock market. Not as predictable as a poor person's digital bank that only gives 1% per year. Some practical examples of how to create contrast. If you're ultra-elegant in appearance, drop some unexpected slang in the conversation. If you're super assertive in business, show a moment of genuine vulnerability. If you're naturally shy, surprise with a strong and well-articulated opinion. If you're known for your discipline, share a story about a crazy thing you did. Now, let me tell you a secret. My husband, the famous Mr. Millionaire, told me he fell in love with me because one day I was debating finances like a CEO, and the next I was dancing in the rain like a child. He had never met someone who could be so sophisticated and so authentic at the same time. Chanel, my little dog, also uses this technique. One moment she acts like a refined princess, the next she's running like crazy chasing her own tail. And guess what? All the millionaire dogs in the condominium are completely in love with her. Neuroscience explains this very well. When our brain encounters something that breaks its expectations in a positive way, it releases an extra amount of dopamine. It's almost like a small dose of drugs, but completely legal and much more sophisticated. And who understands dopamine better than the rich? They are constantly seeking new experiences, new sensations, because they already have everything money can buy. The only thing they can't buy is the feeling of genuine surprise. Another example, last week I was at an art auction in New York. Everyone expected me to bid on the most expensive painting, but instead, I fell in love with a work by an unknown artist. The gallery curator was so intrigued by my eccentric taste that he invited me to an exclusive event the following week. That, darling, is the power of contrast, breaking expectations intelligently. And before you ask me, Duchess, but isn't this manipulation? No, my love. Manipulation would be pretending to be something you're not. What I'm proposing is exactly the opposite. Showing all the genuine sides of your personality instead of limiting yourself to just one, as most poor people do. The truth is that we all have multiple facets. The serious person also has their playful side. The extrovert has moments of introspection. The strong one has vulnerabilities. Showing all these dimensions isn't being fake. It's being authentically complete. And here's the final secret. The richer the man, the more he values authenticity. You know why? Because he's seen it all. He's met all types of people trying to impress him. The only thing that really surprises him is someone being genuinely multifaceted. So the next time you're in an expensive restaurant having a little coffee to meet your millionaire, or at a networking event to find investors, or even at the weekend polo game, remember, show authentic contrasts. Be unpredictable. Be fascinating. And if you still haven't found your millionaire boy, the way is to stay here with me and continue learning all my tricks. Because I, Duchess Dollars, may not be the most humble person. Duh. But I definitely know how to make anyone obsessed. If you like this video and want more tips on how to attract abundance to your life, whether in the form of a man or actual money, leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell. I'm leaving in the first pinned comment various links to rich products that will help you on this journey. Comment rich contrast if you liked this video and will apply this technique. Remember, be rich or die trying, and never ever forget, working on Thursday is for greedy people, Monday is the new Friday, and splitting the bill? Darling, that's charity, not a relationship. Kisses from your Duchess, the person who will teach you to be rich or at least look like it.